much and much on the other side. So we are here to bring forth this information for you today. Now, we have not necessarily planned it. We are going to go into a free flow. So, but before we do that, do you have any questions in which you would like to ask?
Yes. The 6-month time period that Spirit gave me before people awaken and the ones who are not exactly conscious at the moment become interested in what it is that we do and will start to seek us. Could you go into more details about that? Anything that I need to know? Not necessarily fear-mongering details, just anything I need to know about that.
Well, we would like to bring this forward for you now. So as we see it on the other side, time has started to shift quite a bit. So this 6-month time period is more of a fallacy. It's something to bring your attention towards it, but it is actually moving much faster than we had originally planned from the other side. Things, again, are moving much quicker as people will start to see in the next few weeks. People are going to be more interested in this as they start to, and in some ways, try to run away from current reality as you see it now. Remember, but reality is just the dream, that which we are living at this time. So, as things are moving forward now with the current, shall we say, administration and all things here in the US, people are going to be searching for something either in themselves or outside in the world. And so, therefore, people are going to be more interested in the spiritual. As a reminder, the spiritual is what is always there. It is what leaves, what animates the body, shall we say. And people will be going to connect more and more with this information. So people will be more interested in that which both of you do, as this is a way for them to connect more with themselves, with their soul, and to help them relax more into the beingness of who they are. Now, the 6-month time period that you have mentioned, it was perceived that it would take this time and all that has happened and will continue to happen up until that point for people to open their eyes. And this more is on the wider scale. Now, throughout these first 6 months that will be going on from this point, as we wish to bring this forward in these 6 months, more and more people will be awakening. Now, it is not going to be the wider world more until these 6 months happen. There will be something that happens in that 6th month that will just cause people to say, this is just not what we are signed up here for, and therefore we'll start to make this change. Now, it does have the energy of war that can happen. Now, we do not foresee and hope that this will be the case, but currently it is one of the timelines that are possible. On the wider world, no one wants war other than the people at the top. Now, we do see this, but it is being brought towards their attention as to have something to change, to shift the energy that which is here. Now, as you're going forward in these next few months, these things will start to awaken the consciousness of each person, as they themselves know they do not want war. Now, there will be fear-mongering that will be happening, trying to keep people connected into that old energy, but that old energy is dying. And we do say this to you now because that is what is meant to go. Now, it is going to be louder and louder as it's dying, as these are the death screeches of this old system. But it is there to awaken those who are seeing it and who wish for it to happen. Now, for those people who are still connected with it after that point, now that is another conversation in its entirety. These people, in some capacity, will be leaving. Now, of what that necessarily means, we do not wish to go into at this point, for people are not ready for it. But these people are wanting to bring forth and keep that energy going, which is not what it's meant to be doing. So, there's going to be not necessarily a mass exodus of sorts, but part of their soul will be leaving. The part that wants to stay connected to that energy will be going. And what is left will be open for other step-ins to facilitate the change. So what this means is that part of the soul will be leaving the body and another soul per se will be stepping in. Now, for some of you, you've heard of step-ins or walk-ins in this capacity. And for some of you, this is completely new information. So it is just a different soul part of that family or soul family that will be stepping in and taking on the lessons and the responsibilities that the soul before it had taken on. Now, sometimes this can happen when there is trauma and the soul cannot take on the lessons of this. This, in some capacity, will be happening for some of those in the 6-month time period. But for others, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to step into something new. So do not worry for these people. They are fine. They're going to continue their lessons on the other side. But again, the 6-month time period is more of a fallacy, something to focus on, but it is happening much more rapidly than that. Does that answer your question?
It did. Interesting. I'm a walk-in myself, so seeing a mass walk-in happening, that's really huge.
It will be. People will not be ready for it. They're going to experience, and when this does happen, it will be a very large change for a lot of people. It'll disconnect family in a lot of ways and friends, but it's going to be there for people to, shall we say, it'll be very different. People will be acting very differently than what they had before. Now, this will show up in some ways as people passing away in the family, and that will be the trauma or the event that causes that walk-in to come. Some people will be wanting to just disconnect from the body, and as some of you in this group, you have been wanting to escape the body, and although you know you are here for a specific purpose, you have been very much trying to disconnect from the body, and so if you so wish, it will be given. If you do not wish to stay here, it will be given, and another soul will take over your body. Now, do not get caught up on this information, as you are meant to be here. Mm-hmm. You are meant to live this life. You are meant to live these lessons. Now, we don't want to go into the lessons necessarily because each person will have something different. Remember, it is not meant to be something that is there to drain and to make you feel bad about what you're going through. No, this is meant to empower you. So, again, we do not wish for you to go into this state of powerlessness and trying to escape the body. No, this is meant to bring you here even deeper. Now, for some of them, it is going to be letting you go. It is what is meant to happen at this time. And you came in to live these lives and these lessons up until this point for a specific purpose. And after this point, it'll be going somewhere else. And for those who have stayed here up until that point, it's to show you the strength of what you've lived, to show you the lessons of what has happened to you in this life to move forward into the next. And it's not meant to move forward into this new age, shall we say, as you're going forward. But again, mass change will be happening.
Okay. I've got a more simple question. What do we call you?
Oh dear. This one is fighting a little bit. Names have always been an interesting thing for him, and he likes to disconnect it. So we will try to bring forth a name, but for right now, you want to be called Josh. Sorry, this is me. You want to be called Josh. Yes, they want to be called Josh. How interesting. Okay, I'm stepping back away. Okay. Oh. So we are here again. We will be called Josh for now. We shall see if that energy decides to change. But for right now, we are this rainbow energetic presence who has shown up. We will go by the name Josh. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
It does.
Okay. Do you have any further questions in which you wish to ask?
I should have come prepared.
That is okay. You have had much change that is going on. Now, for you specifically, Dave, you are going to be connecting with a lot of new energies that you are, shall we say, not prepared for necessarily. But many new things will be coming in for you for the next 6 months as well as moving forward. Now, we want you to relax into it as we are trying to have him relax into his body. As when you're going through these changes, tension can build. And we are very aware of this as we have seen you and Eric here going through these processes. So it is important for you to relax into the change. Having the tension that brings forth is not going to be helpful at this time, and that you know. So it's just a reminder to breathe into this. Now, your query earlier, or mentioning about the aliens, is something that we do find quite amusing and entertaining, as it is going to be brought forth more and more, and it's going to be very funny for both of you here, as you connect in more with the galactic frequencies that are there, and they're always around you. But it's going to be quite funny for you as you see these coincidences in the wider world, as people start to connect more with this energy and this frequency. And people, they think they're connecting with us and the galactic frequencies. They're getting there. They're getting there. And that's all we can really say about that for right now, but we do find it quite amusing. To have these people connect in with our frequencies. It's just very funny. But oh goodness, it just brings a smile to our face whenever we see you connecting in. And this is not to be felt in a way of seeing down on you. No. We are excited to connect with you and to bring forth this frequency. As anytime we connect with you, and as you connect with our information, we're going to be bringing forth energy and healing for you as always. And some of you who have connected with us in the past, it has not been with the best intentions. And so we do hope that as both of you do step more into this path, that we'll be able to bring through necessarily a clear frequency for those of you who hear this information as we connect with each and every one of you as we're going through with this and helping you to clear blocks and clear this information and energy. As remember, this is just a remembrance. A lot of you have had these lifetimes, and although some of you have not, more of you are, shall we say, new souls. And that is why living here on this planet has been so difficult for you, as you're not aware of these physical templates that some of these other souls have been accustomed to. And so we wish to bring forth this light and this information for you so that you can relax more into this information and into these bodies as you're meant to be here, quite as we say. But again, we do find it fun from our side as we see this galactic information being brought forward, and very, very fun for us to see it on the other side. But for you specifically, Dave, we will be bringing forth information on how to connect with it. You just have to relax into it, and we'll be downloading it through specifically your dreams. Now, this is a connection point for you and your guides as well. So make sure you're paying attention to your dreams as you're moving forward. Now, some of these are going to be quite interesting for you, as it'll seem as if you're in a parallel lifetime. And in truth, you are. And it is not a lifetime that is something that's past, it's something that's in the future. And it'll be giving you some new ideas and new technologies that will be bringing forth. Your ability to work with stone and with metallurgy and stuff of that nature is something that you've already done. It's nothing new for you. But it's going to give you something new to work on, and new perspectives on what you can bring forth, as you have created these ceremonial objects for people and places before, and it's something and a technology that is very different. Now, when I say technology, it doesn't necessarily mean that of what you speak of technology, be it computers or phones. No. This is a spiritual technology that allows your body and your soul to connect on a deeper level. Remember, your soul is always connected, and it can heal the body in miraculous ways. As truth be told, the soul is what comes first. The body is something that's grown, and the body has that information and that ability to grow and heal itself. When you see healers, what you're doing is allowing your soul to step in through the process of other people. Now, we don't mean this in a physical sense of the soul connecting in with the other person. No, 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 no. The other person is holding this space for that healer to allow you to connect with your soul, to bring forth the healing in which that occurs. So, again, we bring forth this information for you to go through. Do you have any final questions?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
No. So they want me to bring back one other thing. So these dreams that you'll be having is kind of a futuristic looking planet. So be aware of that and see what comes through for you as you're doing it. It is going to be something you're not necessarily, shall we say, it's going to be different than what you're expecting, which you've heard that many times before. But you're going to be connecting with both old and new technology, so embrace it. Bring it forth as we wish for you to bring it forth for your wider community. And again, enjoy the process of living as you are bringing forth much for this coming generation and the generation that is here. So enjoy it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It has been a pleasure to speak with you, and in love and light we go.